so today I'm going to be doing the wedding update number 2, and I just want to let you know I'm sorry if you can hear whatever's going on outside of my apartment. The day that I'm able to film this is the day that they're doing some crazy stuff outside. So anyway, let's get started with this video. And basically, let's just say everything that I talked about in the first wedding update is completely like out the window. All of that stuff has pretty much changed, so we'll be going over everything. I wrote everything down here and it's a lot to talk about, so let's get started. Okay, the first thing, our date has been set and it is confirmed, set in stone and everything. Our date is December 17th 2016, so this December. I was originally going to do it on Christmas Eve, but once we thought about it, it's kind of like, you know, that's kind of like a really special time to spend with your own family and stuff like that. So I didn't want people to be trying to decide between coming to our wedding or spending time with their family. So we decided to just do it the weekend before to save like a lot of, you know, people feeling some type of way. And also I noticed that a lot of vendors were trying to charge extra because it was a holiday weekend, so that's better. Alright, so next thing, the venue. We are going to have a church wedding. I think I said that in the last video, but we're definitely having a church wedding. Emmanuel's church is a little too small, so his pastor will be the officiant, but we're just going to be using a different church like within our area somewhere. So he's like of Anglican denomination, so it's kind of a mix of Catholic and like Christian. So with Catholic, they're able to like use it, we're probably gonna have it at a Catholic church. Okay, so I think we mentioned in the other video that we were considering doing a hotel wedding. Well, once we actually like went and met with hotels and everything, hotels were just too expensive. I love the idea of an hotel wedding, but it's just so expensive because of the fact that, you know, they don't let you bring outside food, and then you have to use their alcohol, of course, so it gets really pricey. And considering the fact that we are going to do open bar and stuff like that, that was something that we could sacrifice on, you know, like since the open bar is more important than the hotel, you know what I'm saying? So we're not having a hotel wedding. Okay, so our venue is completely booked and paid for, and the date is, like I said, everything's booked as far as like the date. So our venue is paid for and everything. Basically what I did, I went looking on Craigslist and I actually got our venue for half off. I just searched like the venue and put in like building credit, and I happened to find someone selling a building credit for our venue for half off. So that really saved us like a ton of money right there, over like $4,000. So that's really good. So that's a little tip, you know, if you're looking for like, that's just a tip. Basically look wherever you can to try to save money with this wedding, because, you know, it's a really expensive thing and you don't want to like go into debt trying to like do the most, you know. So we know our budget, we're trying to stick within the budget and everything like that. So that was one thing that really helped us, was looking on Craigslist, and I found the building credit. So what we did, I contacted the guy that was selling it, and then I contacted our venue, and, you know, they looked over everything to make sure it was legit. And it was actually for a different location in our area, because the venue that we're using, it has like 4 or 5 or 6 different locations in our area. So his was originally booked at a different location. So our location talked to his location, they got it all squared away, and we just signed the transfer papers and paid him the money directly. And then there was a little bit of amount that we still owed because his building credit didn't cover our full date, the full amount for our date. So we just paid that amount and then paid like the transfer fee and stuff like that. But like I said, it still saved us over $4,000. Okay, the colors. I'm not sure what colors I originally told you guys. I think like purple and silver or something like that, but we're not doing that. Basically our colors are black, white, and gold, and I decided to throw in an accent color, and it's going to be like peachy tones. So the white and gold are the main colors, and then black, because, you know, black is, you know, obviously a dark color, so I didn't want to do like too much black because I didn't want it to look dark. So there's going to be a lot of white and golds, and then the black, and then the peach color that I'm going to throw in. So the food and drink. We're still doing Nigerian food. I haven't fully decided if we're going to do an American food option too. That's something that we will discuss when we meet with the caterer. We'll probably meet with them over the summer, so in the next couple of months or so. We'll meet with the caterer and have our tastings and get everything squared away with that. but I mean, we might do American food, but it will probably just be like chicken and, you know, maybe mashed potatoes and vegetables, something like that, and just a small portion. And then the drinks we are doing the open bar, like I mentioned, so that's definitely going to be, it's going to save us money because we're not doing it, you know, from like a person buying their drinks, but we are going to spend a lot of money on drinks because in the Nigerian culture, you know, that's just something that they do, and you definitely want to have enough drinks and food for everyone. So we're going to be having, you know, drinks on deck, all kinds of beers and alcohols and liquors and just all that, you know, we're going to pull up. So we're going to have all that set up. The venue is BYOB, so that's really good. We just have to hire bartenders to serve the alcohol, the guest count. Okay, so originally when we thought about our wedding and when we were in the early stages of planning, the guest count, we always had a magic number of like 250 people. But girl, once I sat down and like started making my own personal list of people, just myself alone, I was already at 120 people. So that did not include none of Emmanuel's people and none of Emmanuel's like mom's people, so like the people that, you know, his mom will invite and stuff like that. So it didn't include a lot of people. So we were really like, I just think we were really in the dark about our numbers and how many people we were trying to invite. So since then, I have went through and kind of like weeded people out, which I kind of felt bad about, but at the end of the day, you can't invite everybody, you know? So I went through and I kind of weeded my list down, and I think from 120, I've got it down to about like 92, something like that. And a lot of the people, it is like their +1. So some people might not even bring a +1, but I still included it on there as well. Actually, okay, so the main place, like our venue is like it's a venue place, and they have like the reception hall. You can have your ceremony at the receptionist at the same place as well, but we're not going to do that. So we're actually going to do the main reception hall holds only about 250 people with the stage and the dance floor. We're actually going to have an overflow room, so we're going to use the ceremony room as like the overflow room, and our videographer and photographer, they're going to live stream it into that room, which, you know, I kind of felt bad about, but then again, you know, we can only do so much. So I don't think it will be so many people just sitting in there at any one given time, you know, because, you know, I think I think it will flow kind of good, and it should be okay. Bridal party, I decided on 8 people, and all of my 8 girls have been notified. Emmanuel, he's gonna have 8 guys as well, but he is still trying to just perfect his list. He has the 8 people that he wants, but he's thinking he might, you know, switch out one person or do someone else, stuff like that. He is still working on perfecting his guest list, and once that's all perfected, then he's going to notify all of his boys and let them know. So the bridesmaids dresses, oh well, no, the bridesmaids box, I've already did that. I've completed it, and I just need to actually give them to the girls. I've given like one, bad me, but I need to just go ahead and give the rest of them out. But they are finally completed, and once they all have their box, then I'll put up a picture like on Instagram of what I did. It was just a really simple box. I was gonna do the most, but then I realized, you know, sometimes simplicity is key, so less is more. So I just decided to go that route, and I did less for their bridesmaids box. So for their dresses, for the bridesmaids dresses, I want them to wear like gold sparkly dresses, and I have been looking online, and we're probably just going to do one from a Chinese vendor like AliExpress or maybe even eBay or DHgate or something like that, because I just feel like at the end of the day, you know, why spend tons and tons of money? And then I hate the options at David's Bridal and stuff like that. I do not like that. So we're going to do something from like online. I'm probably gonna order one, like a sample one, just beforehand, so we can, you know, get it and look at it and make sure before all the girls just dish out their money for it. But something gold and sparkly, or another option is also renting it. And I saw one that I'm in love with, and it's like I don't want to say her name wrong. I think it's Misha Bagley or Bagley Misha. I forgot. I'm not into designers, obviously, but it was that dress, and it's normally like a $700 dress, and you can rent it for about $70. So that's really, really good. We might go with that option as well. I'm going to see which one they would prefer, renting it or buying it. At least renting it, we know that the quality is good and everything's good with that, so we will see. Then for my wedding dress, I am definitely going the Chinese vendor route, because I actually went wedding dress shopping last year one time, and I absolutely hated the experience. It gave me anxiety, I was overwhelmed, and I did not like it. The only thing positive out of that whole experience is that I figured out the dress style that I like, and I think I mentioned this in my first wedding vlog I did, but I did not like wedding dress shopping. It was not for me, and the dresses are just like way too overpriced. For some people, you know, do not get me wrong, for some people that is a very important factor about their wedding, and they are willing to shell out, you know, however much it takes for their wedding dress. For me, that is not an important factor for my wedding. As long as it's cute, I like it, it fits me nice, and make me look good, that's all I care about. So it could be a $10 dress. I really do not care about the price, or designer. I do not care. So I'm just going to order my dress probably from eBay, and I would have already ordered it by now, but I'm actually moving in about a month. So, you know, it takes a while, like, you know, and then with eBay or the Chinese vendors too, it's kind of a toss-up of when it could actually arrive, because the estimated time frame was a month. It was like between May 28th and June 28th. So I'm gonna wait until I move to my new apartment to order my stuff from there. Oh, and I actually ordered the wedding cake topper, and this is it. I ordered it from AliExpress, and it just came. So I ordered this back in February, and it just came now at the very, very end of March. So I love it though. It's everything that it looks like online. Absolutely love it. And this was only $6. And you know, if you go on like Etsy, these are like $30–40. No ma'am, not I. So I love this, and it arrived and it looks just like how it looked online. So I'll list the seller of it down below. If any of you guys are interested, I will put the link down below of who I ordered it from. And it actually arrived a lot quicker. It arrived 2 weeks ago, but I was never notified that it was in my apartment's leasing office, so that's why I just got it today. Honeymoon. We are trying to decide what exactly or when we want to take our trip, or of course it's not, you know, typical and ideal that you take it directly after the wedding, but you know, since we have Christian, and since, you know, I'm a teacher and Emmanuel's still in school, we're trying to figure out if that's the best perfect time to take it. But we definitely, I had the idea of just going on a cruise and taking Christian with us, but Emmanuel does not want to do that. He does not like that idea, so we probably won't do that. We probably will just, I don't know, we won't take him. We'll probably just leave him here with my family, and we'll go somewhere. But again, it might not be directly after the wedding. It might be like next year, and we'll see. So the next thing, and okay, I did go ahead, we've booked the photographer and videographer. It's the same company, so we're going to use them for photo and video. We got an awesome deal on our package, so I'm really excited about that. And that was, so our deposit has been paid for that, and we're just going to pay them monthly to get it all paid off. And the next thing, the last and biggest, most important thing, I guess, is the fact that I got a wedding planner. So I know I probably mentioned before that I did not want to do a wedding planner. I probably just wanted to do a day of coordinator. But once I actually sat down and realized how much work I was looking at, and how much stuff I was just so confused about or unsure about and stuff like that, especially since I am married into a totally different culture. I'm married into a Nigerian culture that's totally different, you know, from my own, and I just realized that I need the help. So it's a lot of little like nuances and certain things, and just things that have to be done that obviously I wouldn't know about because I've never been married before, and Emmanuel doesn't know because he's a guy, you know, and his mom, she knows, she kind of knows, but at the same time, you know, she didn't get married here in America, so it's, you know, a little different too. I just decided to get a wedding planner to help me with everything. The wedding planner, she is a Nigerian lady, and I absolutely love her. Like from the first day that I emailed her looking for her rates and availability, she was just like on it, like from day one. She sent me this long detailed message about the venue we had already chosen, because once I actually basically before I hired her, the only thing I had done is book the venue. That's it. So she just had been on it from day one, and we were going to have monthly meetings, and we've already had our first monthly meeting, and that was the whole budget breakdown, so we went over that. And I definitely need to find ways to trim that budget because I'm not about that life. That's the first thing that we're working on, and then we'll meet next month and just, you know, keep progressing. And the photographer and videographer that I found, they were actually her vendors. Of course, with the wedding planner, she prefers that we use her vendors. It's not a requirement, but it is just her preference. But if we don't use her vendors, it's all good. We can use whoever. We just, you know, she just wants to have of course we're gonna have a signed contract, but she will probably create the contract or go over it or something like that. So anyway, that's pretty much everything that I have to update you guys about right now. I have my Pinterest board set up, and I've shared that with the wedding planner. We went over a lot of things. She knows, like, you know, what I'm looking for, and now we're just working on getting everything done. So her goal is to have everything booked and paid for and confirmed 3 months before the wedding. So that's perfect for me because I'll be off this whole summer, and 3 months before the wedding will be September. So that gives us the whole summer to just dive in and get everything done. So at this point, the next thing I'm going to be working on probably is we're going to meet with the wedding cake designer. We're going to meet with the caterer, the decor person, and the person that's going to do like the stage decor. So those are like the next big things, and I'm going to order my dress, and we're going to work on the bridesmaids dresses. Emmanuel's going to figure out his guy's whole tux thing. I'm going to leave him for that. And yeah, I mean, everything is pretty much coming together. I still have a lot of time. Not a lot, not a little, but I have just the right amount of time. Oh, the next other big important thing is that we're going to be taking our engagement pictures. So we're going to do that, and then so we can send off the save the dates. That will be coming up probably in the next month because we really need to get those sent off definitely before June because that's 6 months out. So we definitely need to get those sent out before, or at least in June. So we're going to be taking the pictures soon, and we'll work on that whole thing. This is a long video. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know any tips, any DIYs that I can do myself. The DIY projects that I am going to take on, I'm going to do like the card box. I'm going to do the bridesmaids bouquets. I'm going to do the boutonnieres. I'm going to do there was something else. I want to do the veil, but I might just order one from China. We'll see about that. And probably some other thing. I'm definitely going to order like a lot of things from online, like the petals for the flower girl. I'm going to order like the ring pillow, all that kind of stuff from online. So much cheaper than in store. So that's pretty much everything, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.